Hello, everyone. We are the Lost Caravan RPG. We do one shots, mini series, and long running campaigns. If it's TTRPG, we pretty much do it all. Tonight, we are playing episode 4. These are just flying by of our Avatar Legends campaign. With apparently, we found the Avatar. We found all three of the avatars, which is, hey,
Nice.
mission accomplished.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But before we dive into it, we do have just a few announcements to go through. The first being, if you have seen our recent game of Orbital Blues, we now have a sponsorship link for you to go if you want to go check it out. Chat for you. Along with all the other amazing games that Soul Muppet Publishing has put out, as well as their new game that's going out on Kickstarter, Inevitable, which we are super excited for, and we might get a sneak peek, just maybe. Other than that, if you miss any of our streams, you can find them on our YouTube channel. It's just Lost Caravan RPG at YouTube. And if you want to help support us, you can check out our website, just lostcaravanrpg.com. And you can check out the team behind the stream, the community that supports us, and our merch store, where we have some really cool merch. I think that's all I got. I am going to pass it on over to the lovely cast and crew that we have in front of us, so they can tell you who they are, who they're playing tonight, and for whatever reason, if they happen to have any secrets that the party doesn't know about, just off the top of my head. We'll go clockwise, starting from me, which means that we are starting with Caitlin.
Hi, everybody. I'm Caitlin. I use she/her pronouns, and tonight I'll be playing Mayari Besho, a chronically ill waterbender of the successor playbook who uses she/they pronouns. And yes, I'm assuming we're not supposed to say those secrets.
No, definitely nobody has any secrets.
Yes. I feel like a secret I could share that I'm gonna make up on the spot is that Mayari is a very good Earth Kingdom line dancer
Yeah,
Whoa.
that's
in
what I
her
heard.
mind.
That
Yes.
rocks.
There we go.
Rocks.
Hey.
Over to Matt.
Hello, my name is Matt, he, him. I'm playing Faye, he, him. I'm rocking up as the good old bold who is you know, trying to be friends with the avatars. And I'm just super jazzed. Secret wise, I mean, I think I revealed a secret to everyone else, but I didn't reveal it to the GM. So we'll see if it works out. We'll see. But thank you for having me.
Yeah. Brings us over to Xtel.
Yo, hello, it's me, Xtel. I'm playing Ember. I am he is him, just so you know. Um, just watch the last episode if you didn't know. You know what I mean? Prodigy playbook because I can talk. Prodigy playbook, and I think the biggest secret Ember has is probably how much he like wants to pick up in Cuddles' walk, but he just doesn't. You know, he's gotta keep that image.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sense.
he's very tempted.
Especially when Zwok's in the Fire Nation outfit.
Yeah.
Walk
It's
Firebender
true. It's
confirmed.
true. It's true.
Over to Winter.
Oh, hello. I am Winter. I use it, she pronouns, and I am playing Day Zin. Uses he, him pronouns of the Pillar playbook. And Day's actually kind of an open book. He's just a chill dude. He's just here to support his friends and have a time. help people on their way through this road, this crazy thing we call life.
Yes.
And then over to McCall.
Hi, I am Nicole, pronouns she, they. I play Kim, Tano. I don't remember. Hardly use her last name, it's fine. She, her pronouns of the. Remember, this is what happens when you miss one session. You forget everything about yourself.
It has been a month, to be fair.
Yeah.
The Guardian playbook, and a secret. Oh no.
Hmm.
That
Oh
Kim
no,
is
indeed.
Kim is
tell me.
secretly
Yes.
allergic
Yes.
to shellfish.
Yes.
Um.
But you
she
don't have
likes-
any characters.
Secretly, she does envy Day's ability to
Aw.
speak more like florally, because I can't remember the actual word to denounce it, but also
Eloquently.
eloquently. Yes,
Those wisdom smiths.
but
Some flair on those words.
yeah, but
Yeah.
also
You know?
hates that it takes so long to get to the point of whatever it is they're trying to say.
Every day is a winding road.
It gets a little bit closer.
That's so true.
I guess that just leaves me. I, of course, am Andrew, your storyteller for tonight's game and for most games around here. Although you are going to see venture-friendly faces behind the GM seat in the coming weeks, we have a bunch of great people that want to tell a bunch of great stories, and we are here to support it. I have no secrets ever. GMs don't have secrets. I certainly don't have a folder on my desktop labeled "Secrets Don't Open."
Oh, snap.
For yourself, particularly, you wrote up you wrote up a bunch of secrets that you have hidden from yourself, or someone
I
else
know what you're
wrote
talking
them
about. I don't
Well,
have
he
any
needs to
secrets.
let it out
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Fair.
It helps to express those even if no one else is gonna see it. And for one, I trust this man.
Don is all of our father.
It's my dad.
The Dawn
Is
Father.
he really?
Was that the secret?
Yes.
I
the
suppose.
secret we all
Guys, I
talked
gotta
about.
go see my dad. I'll be back.
Suppose we should do a
He's
little bit of
calling.
recap.
He says I can't go heist with you.
Last time we got to spend an evening at an underground hideout where the various thieves and smugglers and ne'er-do-wells of Republic City frequent, where they find others like themselves that feel lost, feel like they don't have a place in this city, but down there they do. We're all given room and board. We got to meet a few new friends, as well as a very interesting creature, a part peacock, part bobcat.
Yes.
Emphasis on the P and the Bob.
P-Bob, yes, I love that.
Um,
I feel like that's not much better
Wash.
than the alternative,
No.
honestly.
Watch the last episode, everybody. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I broke. For like 15 seconds, I broke.
It was a great time. I'm
Um,
breaking again right now, just thinking about it.
but then you were all given some more insight as to what's been happening, in that crime is a necessity here in Republic City. Very much a natural aspect of any city this large. And when you have an organization that does its best to take care of the citizen while still committing their various crimes, most of the law enforcement tends to look the other way. The reason that the glass benders have been stealing from the places that they have been is because, for whatever reason, the glass that encases a lot of the newer construction is unbendable. And they want to know why. Or maybe they want you to, sabotage the process and get them some plans, just give them a leg up in the competition. We had some debate on how exactly we were going to do that, while one of our new friends got in trouble with the law a little bit, and we had a one-on-one showdown in the middle of the street with the local law enforcement, with our good soldier Ember, who walked away victorious, if a little bruised and nearly off balance. But following that, we're approached by an individual who never gave you his name, only gave you an address of where you could meet him, and said that the amateur vending scene is looking for entry. And you all would be perfect. He then ran off, very excited to go tell his loving wife that he finally found a team, and left you all wondering what the hell just happened.
Yes.
From there, we entered the industrial district of Republic City, and you saw your first glimpse of the glass factory. Massive structure with the facade of this elegant, almost futuristic-esque design, but the normal factory layout behind that. Maybe foreshadowing of what's to come. But I think from there I can hand it on over as we do one of two things. Either plan out, let that plan fall apart immediately, and then resort to chaos, or wing it and immediately resort to chaos. One of the two things is about to happen. So, with that in mind, what would the five of you like to do?
Oh, hey, Kim's back. Hello.
We are. Are,
Yeah. Do y'all know why there's just like a big crowd talking about someone fighting a bunch of
As
cops?
Kim just pushes her way through the crowd and just like waves you down.
Hmm.
What did y'all do?
I fought a cop. Yeah,
Did you win?
yeah.
of course I won.
I'm so proud of you. I'm gonna
As you
pat
should
your
be.
shoulder just like a little awkwardly. Just like, as you
For a
should.
second, there's like a there's like a break in his like stoic facade for a second, and he's kind of like, yeah, yeah, thanks, yeah, appreciate that.
Ember's just a big
I was
softy.
loved as a child.
Confirmed.
I was totally loved as a child. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
No trauma here, folks. Move it along. Move it along.
Let's go. Let's go.
yeah. I mean, obviously by the look of me, look, not a scratch. There I am, fine.
Impressive. Is there a reason why you fought a cop?
Reasons I feel like we shouldn't get into in public.
Fair. So what are you all doing back up here already? What's going
Don-
on? What did I
Don
miss?
didn't fill you in on your special little
No.
mission you went on
No,
together
I just
without us, without me.
Oh,
there
that's
wasn't
right! Kim left a note for Mayari and left.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm cool.
Oh,
it's fine. There's totally
You're alive.
no tension. It's
Yeah.
it wasn't a mission per se. A very long talk is more fitting. Uh he got busy and I came to come find you guys.
Well, I do hope your talk was enlightening. my friend. But for now, I believe Faye was about to regale us with a plan of his own invention for us to
Yes,
get into, to force to enter this facility.
absolutely. Um, so last time I set one up, but now that Kim's shown up, do you want me to make a new one and
No, I think we're
try
good.
the roll? Okay. In that case, I'll just throw in like Kim. So right now, um, Day is gonna be um a wealthy glass magnate, basically trying to set up a deal. And we have Mayari and Ember, who are gonna be like the muscle here. They're gonna be able to, um, to of course, kick ass and take names if necessary. But of course, they have other skills as well. We'll see where those may come into play. But essentially, we're gonna go in there, and I'll be like a note taker, like a scribe of some sort, so that I can so that I'll be able to keep track of everything. But Kim, as far as your skills are concerned, you have the most important job of all. I think that when it comes down to our infiltration here, I mean, glass bending, all that stuff, you're I mean, you're familiar. You're familiar with the skills. You'll have to uh show them what you can do so that we're serious, Kim.
You want me to glass bend?
Yeah, I believe in you.
You're like the what's the word for like an expert or something, that day's counsel on glass bending
Right.
Expert is the term.
is expert.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Thank you,
Yes.
Day.
Yes.
Yes.
Liaison?
Yeah,
Yes.
some all of those
Liaison.
things.
Another fellow. Another decent word.
Officiant? No, that's something else.
We're
Specialist
also gonna get married.
in all
There's some
things.
marriage happening.
I'm officiated.
I am
women.
not surprised. Anyway,
So
When
are
he does
you
get
in,
married,
Kim?
I'd be glad to do the ceremony.
I'm certainly not out.
Okay. I could work with that. Borderline / in.
I mean, I
I'll-
have nothing better to do. I don't think there's another plan. Sure.
Great.
How many hold did you get from that roll last time?
I've got 2, which I can spend to add 1 to someone's roll, to call out a warning or command to reduce fatigue they mark by 1, or to negate a condition someone might suffer.
And if someone goes against this plan, then I believe that there are negatives.
I don't see where that is, but I will take it. I will take those negatives.
Is
My plan is foolproof.
Zwak in on the plan?
If
Everyone
any of
else
your
is.
companions abandon the plan while it's underway, you must mark a condition.
Okay, that's fine. They wouldn't do that.
Oh.
Get ready to get 4 conditions.
All right. So it sounds like for sets. Any other reparation? Okay.
Ember straightens out his uniform. He takes off like the Fire Nation symbol on it. Oh, okay, I'm ready.
very well. Let us proceed.
Let's go.
And Day, for once, will be taking the lead, walking forward.
Ember will fall. Oh, I was gonna say Ember will fall in step right behind, like 5 feet behind Day in bodyguard fashion.
Kim will
Yeah,
be
Mayari mirroring
next
on
to
the
him.
other side.
Mhm. Day purposely
we're all-
walking.
Bro.
Day purposely walking slow enough to not overexert anyone in the team. Just casual.
Thank you.
Are all just taken in by this blend of very sharp cornered industrial architecture, just these massive bay windows that lead into the factory. And you're not doing anything to remain unseen, so with you cross into the industrial area, stick out pretty well. You'd see factory workers just kind of turn and unperturbed march on, reaching those massive glass double doors leading into almost like a showroom of the factory. Like glass vases and glass statuettes, just these beautiful artistic designs. Walking in,
Mm-hmm. Days is gonna walk in.
But certainly no crime is happening here.
Not at all.
I'm gonna roll for Zwok.
Oh no.
Aw, yeah. Let's go.
No.
It's a 4.
Ah, okay.
God, I need dice. I'm so unprepared.
As you step in, there's they kind of look like attendants more than like factory floor worker. Very much just dressed in almost like business attire, kind of also looking very strange, but still putting on that salesman face and a pair of individuals, one male, one female, comes up to greet you. Hello there. Something that we can help you with?
Yes, I believe there is. My name is Day Zizin of the Zizin family. You may be aware of our status within the Earth Kingdom, but we have recently relocated to Republic City, and we are looking to continue our philanthropy work. Your business caught our attention, and I would be interested in speaking to the owner of this operation in order to set up potential future business ties between my house and this institution.
Honestly, sister, do fetch them drinks or whatever paperwork you can rest up. Sorry, would any of you like anything to?
Yes.
Yes.
Always.
Perfect. And she just nods and turns, heads off deeper into the factory. And your companion, clearly looking at everyone's very mixed matched attire.
Yes, my companions. Is there would not be a problem to have my entourage with me, would there?
Of course not. They ask that they remain out on the showroom floor while we discuss possible dealings.
Hmm. If it is all the same to you, I would rather keep them with me. For example, my associate Kim is quite the expert in glass manufacturing, as well of Faye, my expert note taker.
Yes.
And I must. Republic City has been rather harsh, I've noticed walking the streets. So my fellow companions will be assuring that I can return home safely. Not that I distrust your safety, mind you, but you know how the streets can be.
It's purely logistical. I don't know that we would all fit in my office.
Mm. I see. Well, in that case, I will, if it is possible, I would like for Kim to come along, if that is feasible.
You're Kim. You
Um,
have knowledge of glass bending. Then that's spectacular. We've met very few with such skills.
yeah, it's a very far and wide, you know, occupation. I originate from the Earth Kingdom, and I am also looking to potentially move here permanently. So,
Wonderful. Perhaps we can get a demonstration of. From what I've seen, every glassbender has their own unique style.
With all due respect, I am here to speak business, not theatrics.
Oh
or
yes, business
carting
first,
or
of
cart.
course.
I would rather not cart around my friends like show animals.
Business first, and then looking at Kim. Perhaps job opportunity.
Now
perhaps so.
that is a different tone altogether.
The
But yes, do lead on. What was your name again? I'm sorry, I did not catch it.
I am Fusang,
Fusan.
and coming back from like the back office area. This is my sister, Mia.
Fusang and Mia. Well met.
I'll throw those in a chat for you.
As there's a brief lull in the conversation, Ember is going to, in bodyguard fashion, assess the situation.
Oh, snap!
Aha!
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, so I gotta roll creativity here.
First roll the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that. Oh, that's a 6.
Is
Well,
it
you-
worth plus one-ing? Is it worth plus one-ing?
You ever spend a hold there?
Can
Yeah,
I can I help?
How would you like to
Since
help?
we're both bodyguarding,
Yep.
I will also, keep my eyes peeled. I think like as Ember is looking in a certain direction, I will like quick point, like just a tap to have him look the other way or something to catch whatever he's looking for.
So you get 1 fatigue.
Yes.
And this does bring your roll up to a 7, which is a success.
Lit.
Nice.
You get to ask one of those questions.
I think I'm looking for. What is the first things first, right? Escape route. So, what's the best way in and out or through this place?
You have the big glass doors, but so much of this structure is glass that really there's exits everywhere. Just depends how determined you are.
All right.
So the glass is breakable. Nice.
Yeah, it's just glass.
It's
Alright,
just
that's
not bendable.
It won't bend, but it will sure as hell break.
Yeah.
Will it melt? Is the question.
Will it blend?
It's turned into a GMM episode.
Glass factory versus 1,000-degree flame blade.
You know. So there it
Um,
goes.
yeah, as the two of you were kind of looking around, Mayari is just pointing things out to you. Mia just come over, a tray full of very elegant looking glasses of water. For you. While your companions are preoccupied, perhaps I give you a tour of the factory.
Yes,
Cool.
Faye. Why do you not use Faye? If you could accompany our companions and ensure that you are taking copious notes. I expect a full report when we conclude our business with Fusang.
Yes, of course.
Excellent. I will leave my entourage in your very capable hands, Mia. And Kim, I believe we have business to discuss.
With that, we do what every adventuring party recommends, and we split the party.
Woo!
Yeah!
Yay!
I love
We
splitting
did
the party. It's
it.
gonna be great. Yeah. It's gonna be
Nothing,
fantastic.
nothing terrible ever results from splitting the party.
Nothing bad
Mm.
could happen, okay?
We'll keep
This
the
is
kids together,
A
send the parents
business
away.
visit.
You know, yeah.
Oh
okay,
no, that's
yeah.
exactly what just happened.
Oh no, I made a terrible mistake.
I think we got the best deal because we have like the cold-hearted killer on our hands on our team, Faye. You know, with us.
Yeah.
One with more
Faye has a
bodies than
body
anybody.
Faye
Yeah.
about to pop the hell off in this
Right.
podcast.
Can't wait for 5 in-game minutes to happen and the whole fucking factory just burned down.
5 minutes later.
For each of our vendors, would you roll me 2d6 and let me know what you get?
I don't like that.
7.
That's fun. 4.
4.
Gosh, my dice.
Me too?
Yep.
I was just like, I'm separated. Does this count? 9.
We got a 4, a 7, and a 9. 2 successes. Failure.
Days in capable hands with me.
Don't let me down, Queen.
Kim and Day, the two of you are led off into a relatively quaint office. Considering that everything else in this building has been extravagant and beautiful and over the top, it's just kind of a room with chairs. Sits down, pulls out some papers. What exactly were you looking to accomplish? Potential partnership.
Well, if in my analysis, I believe that this company exists for the good of Republic City, then my family will be willing to provide substantial financial compensation to ensure that your operations remain unimpeded in Republic City.
Why would operations become impeded?
Oh, absolutely. Well, more to the point that, well, business expenses, competitors, keeping up with the times, as it were. All of these things require resources.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Perhaps there are certain ventures that we some assistance. That's a talk for the future.
Yes, of course.
Now, and just kind of like slide some papers over. Our typical work expense and our typical manufacturing timetables might be moot for discussions at the moment, but
It is information that is good to have. They will skim the documents, and I don't know what type of role it would be just to see if there's anything like obviously like weird about it, like if they're like making their workers work like 80-hour days or some weird 80-hour days, 80-hour weeks or anything weird like that, like making sure that the numbers make sense.
how about
I'm not
just creativity?
Oh, joy. Oh, I actually have a plus one. I've got a chance. I've got a chance. Let's go. That is going to be a It's a big old 5. So, yep.
It's hard to get much. This is a very watered down, just base information document. Lots of numbers. Um, though what you're not seeing is a lot of employee information.
Hmm.
Not like it was omitted or anything, just like they don't have very many actual employees. Which
Hmm.
in a factory that makes glass, you would expect earthbenders and firebenders and probably waterbenders.
Yeah, like
All
the entire gambit, yeah.
yeah, but no,
Huh.
they don't.
Hmm. Your registered employee section is surprisingly light for such a operation of your size.
Yes, modern technology is a marvel. We've
Hmm.
cut back on many of the used to be vendor required aspects of glassmaking. Shortened the process considerably thanks to the vast machinery that we have.
Hmm. Technology, you say? That is intriguing and another avenue that could warrant some investment. That being said, though, I am very curious as to the specifics of the recipe, the procedures of this operation. Having so few employees, having this claim of technology, I acknowledge that while I do come from a privileged household, we of the Earth Kingdom are not nearly as technologically advanced as this Republic city that we find ourselves in. So I'm a bit at a loss. Could I possibly roll to what is that? Plea
Oh,
to like convince along like, hey, I need the actual formula. Don't just blow me off. I actually am asking a deep question.
when you played with an NPC who cares what you think, does care what you think, you are
Ah.
rich.
Oh, snap.
There we go.
7 to 9, they need something more. So yeah, roll your harmony.
Let's go. That is going to be a 13.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Woo!
Incredible.
Nice.
It's a very complicated process, but I suppose if we are in the stages of partnership, then I could share that with you.
Excellent.
As long as
Yes.
pulls out another piece of paper. It's very clearly an NDA.
Oh no.
Standard operating procedure, I assure
Oh, of course, of course. We wouldn't want your competitors getting a hold of your
you. Exactly.
amazing technology.
Exactly.
Yeah, they will read it over again, making sure there's nothing super like weird. And also, we're Satanists and own your soul now, or any weird clutches.
Basically,
yes, literally the devil. Yeah, but
basically, if they find out that you spilled the secret and it costs them any revenue, then they can, come after you for that revenue.
yeah, which it's fine. Look, I'm friends with people that fight cows. That's why we got.
Yeah. Yeah.
I partially expected that day was just to be about to be like, yeah, absolutely, Kim, sign it.
I would have signed it without hesitation. I'd be like,
Well-
yeah, I trust you. This is a business transaction. I trust that you wouldn't mess this up. Intimidation.
Oh, you're intimidating Day?
Not everyone in the room currently.
Okay.
It was just intimidating,
like,
just
don't.
naturally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mess this up for everyone involved, but also this is a potential business partner, and I want them to know that I am serious about potentially working together.
All right.
I'm set in my current employment, but I'll hear you out. I mean, I'm always looking.
Yeah,
But yeah,
things
you-
always need to be done.
a quick signature, and we'll come back to you. We're gonna jump over to the other three of you, currently following Mia into the factory floor, where it does get a little hard to hear, so conversations are shouted at this point. But obviously, for the stream's sake, I'll be talking at normal volume. As she leads you into kind of the first area where you see there are some employees. There is an earthbender or two that just kind of works to sweep sand across this belt. Various machines where it all flows in. And you can feel the heat just radiating off the basically furnaces. Past that, there is more machinery and more machinery that's this. Everything looks so complex and complicated, and intentionally so. Because if anyone could just take a look at this place and recreate it, they wouldn't be in business for long.
Right.
So this is where it all happens. The process took us many years to develop, many more to get it funded. It looks back at the three.
Are you only using earthbenders for?
Yes. The process of adding firebenders to the equation, or waterbenders, more or less ixnayed, as they would say. Our machinery does a vast majority of the process itself, and we're even looking to remove the need for earthbenders.
Completely automating it, or
Yes,
just benders in general?
just we would never get our supply of sand and other materials without benders. In the factory floor, much more efficient, rely on machinery.
Is it?
That's that. She's still kind of like side-eyeing the three of you. Not that I have anything against vendors.
Hmm. Well, how did you get into the glass business in general? Are you a bender?
My family has always been innovative.
Ah.
Turns and continues walking deeper into the factory. What exactly got your interest in? Not here to sign any deal. You were truly worried about protecting your proprietor. You wouldn't have left with me.
Well, our proprietor wants you to feel like that you're trusted. So, we come with you. I hope that he would be safe here. For if not, that'd be a different conversation, correct?
Just an interesting turn from not wanting you to even not be in the room and then suddenly be okay with you being in an entirely separate area of the factory.
He he has claustrophobia. So you mentioned a cramped. Clearly, Mayari is not good at acting and is like blue screening it in this moment. It's just like full on. I don't know what I committed to. Innovation is fascinating. When did you make this latest innovation away from benders?
A while ago. Wasn't until recently that we were able to put it into practice, however.
Why is that?
Because the world relies on bending of all types. The Avatar proved that.
Hmm.
But I feel that we are headed into a world that doesn't have to be the case.
Mm.
Hmm.
So, this is just a question. Rather than make more jobs for those who don't have capabilities in bending, or even benders for them not to use their bending skills, you prefer to automate the process and have everyone out of work.
It is not our responsibility to see that the vast majority of the citizens of Republic City are employed. We provide a service in
Yes.
construction. We do our part.
But if no one attempts to build jobs for the community, then there will be no jobs for a community. This is simply my own opinion, excuse me. These are not the echoes of my boss.
Right. Would the three of you roll to assess the situation?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, dice. I got another 6.
Let's see.
I've got a 12.
And assess the situation as focus.
I think it's creativity.
Creativity.
Creativity. Well, it's the same. 11.
Okay. While this woman and Ember are just having just eye to eye, just staring contest, kind of like this force of will battle, the two of you have some freedom to let your eyes wander and explore the factory around you. You catch the faintest of visible movement of figures up in the catwalks, creeping along.
Wow.
Does this seem like factory workers up in the cats, or someone moving like stealthily?
Like someone trying to
Okay.
remain unseen.
Should not be here. Okay, great. I will flash a quick look over at Faye. And if Faye does not respond, then I will send a little water over and like basically like slap them in the face a little bit with just this little tendril of water to get their attention and point up.
Faye is gonna. Well, question: as far as that catwalk is concerned, the
Mhm.
movement is that coming towards us or towards where Day would be?
Kind of just running parallel to you.
Okay. The Faye will meet Mayari's eyes and just kind of give like a little nod. And then, is there any way we can like get eyes on her, on Mia, and see if, I don't know, if maybe she is aware of that at all?
With an 11 and a 12 on your creativity, she has no idea. She's still in this like posturing stance of like, I don't trust you, you are hiding something, you are up to something,
Oh.
has no clue what's going on.
Oh my gosh. Mayari,
Yes.
is someone, are they being robbed?
Which this whisper is a borderline shout over the machinery.
Are they being robbed?
Well, I was like, Faye does have a notebook. I could
Yeah.
walk over
Oh.
and we could do a little scribbly.
Just in all caps. Are they being robbed?
That's what it's shouting.
Yeah.
Message. I will distract.
Her or them? Okay.
Ember,
It's going.
if you were trying to keep her attention onto you, would you feel like that falls more under intimidate, maybe under trick, lead, maybe even?
He's intimidating for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
How about a passion roll?
Perfect.
Alrighty. Oh, nice. That's a better one. So the passion. Double check what I got there. So +1, so 9. Yay me.
There's a moment where you can see her eyes starting to trail over to where the other two are, congregated off to the side, and then you're right back in her face, continuing this, like standoff between two warriors. So the two of you have at least a few moments of privacy.
Great.
Anything you'd like to do?
Mayari. Should
I'll-
we go up and see what's going on?
I'll pull up my notebook and yes, probably. Would Dawn send a second team? Question mark.
I knew I didn't trust Dawn.
Dawn. How do we get up?
There's ladders and stairwells. This place is meant to look confusing, but there are multiple ways to get up.
I'm gonna. Are you sick or am I? That's another show.
I am very, very much so, and then I do a drawing of it.
I don't know that I needed that, but okay, all right. So sorry. Where's your? I'm so Faye's not feeling well, and I just want to escort him to the. Yeah, Faye has gastrointestinal.
I don't
flare
I
up
don't need to know any of
sometimes, so
that.
bathroom.
Yeah,
because it's
I
really
drew
bad.
it
It's
too,
like
if you need to.
diarrhea.
Back in the lobby, that way.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Is that where stairs are? Or are we getting led in the wrong direction?
It's basically back the way you had come, but there are stairs, like stairwells, every 20 or so feet.
Okay. I feel like I will help Faye along until we feel like we can split off without them catching us. But I think as I pass by Ember, I want to give a look that says get her to turn away. Whatever that looks like. That's what that looks like.
Whether or not Ember understands or even picks up on this, I will leave up to you.
I feel like it's one of those moments where he doesn't get it, but he's also so heated at the moment that he does it anyway. like it was gonna happen already. And he starts walking forward towards one of the machines in the opposite direction. Goes, "Look, this thing, you want to replace human capabilities with this thing.
Wouldn't touch that if I were you.
Why is it hot? And he places his hand. Not like
extremely hot,
That's it. Which is like
but your own natural firebending would kind of naturally start to kick in to keep you safe from the heat.
it's pretty warm. But seriously, this thing, like
So it's
human
firebending
efficiency.
then. Interesting.
It was, born this way. Yeah. What's your problem with benders? That's the real question. It seems like you have a underlying issue with benders that hasn't been addressed, and for some reason you're taking out the entire populace. You know,
Benders,
somebody a
especially
bender hurt you or something when you were younger?
firebenders, have caused a lot of people a lot of harm.
That's fair.
He's still very much almost like sizing you up.
But if you don't give someone the chance to make up for that harm, then what is the world leading to? Another war, and this time between those who bend and those who don't?
Wouldn't be much of a war now, would it? No. We
I've
want to
seen
make
what
this world a
people
better
with
place,
no bending can do.
not send it
And
back.
you don't do that
to
by
war.
excluding an entire populace. You know.
Well, she's very clearly distracted. What do the two of you like to do?
Scurry up the cats.
Yeah.
Up the stairs to the cats.
Not really any reason to be stealthy because it's not like anyone could hear you anyways. So, you reach the top. And even as you start to look around, there's a figure that is just in your face. A hand kind of like put into like a knife hand towards you. And you can see just the barest sheen at the bottom of their wrist. Kind of like a glass blade.
Do we recognize this person?
I think most of you would. Faye probably wouldn't, because Faye was knocking out a squad and himself.
Snap.
Oh my god, it's him!
So our friend Zai, was that Zai's name?
It
Yeah,
is.
Zai.
It's Zai!
Zai, what are you doing here?
Better question. What are you?
Don hired us.
Don has a lot of misconceptions about people's ability to help. Go home.
We're helping now.
Are you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not actively, but other people are.
Well, yes, but absolutely no.
Maybe.
I mean, what's your plan here? What are you just gonna like sabotage a machine for now?
No, not for now. For good. I
How do
suggest that
plan
you
on-
leave while you still can.
Zai, even if you do the most damage you think you can do, they're still gonna have blueprints. They're still gonna have all those things to recreate the machinery that they have that's doing this.
And in that time, we'll prepare, we'll wait, and we'll do it again.
Just give us a chance. Days in the office trying to get the recipe now. If we can get you the recipe, then they won't know that someone's trying to figure out what's going on. You'll have more time.
Would you like to make a plead roll?
Yeah.
I am gonna throw a -1 on.
Oh, that's. I
Oh.
mean, I have a -1 on harmony already, so it's a -2.
Can I take a fatigue
Yeah.
to help
Absolutely, you
and just
can.
be like,
So
yeah.
just a -1. Right. Here's
I
hoping for
believe in you.
high rolls. Thank you.
Oh, hi. Oh,
All
hi.
right. Oh God. That was a 7 -1 for a 6.
Wait. No, we have a hold. We have a hold.
Can I
You have a
would I
hold.
be able to spend my here's the plan one of those holds on this?
But if you only have 2,
Yep, I will totally
Stick
spend
with it.
one. Let's go. Let's go.
Ah.
I believe in you.
what are Mayari's balances?
So it's progress and tradition, and I feel like right now I am acting against progress, which would be in support of tradition, because I'm not wanting this tech to take people's livelihood as it's doing.
Do you feel that's enough for a balance shift? You can say no, that's
toward-
okay. Or it's tradition.
I feel like it is. Yeah, let's do it. I'll shift my balance 1, and now I'll be locked up with Ember, 1 away from the end.
Yeah.
Squad.
Uh,
Squad goal.
he's gonna look back towards Ember and Mia. Back to you. Have 10 minutes. If you don't get something concrete, something that we can use, this building is going up in flames.
Oh, look at Faye. 10 minutes?
Okay, yeah. Where are you gonna be? Are you gonna be up here still?
Be waiting.
Okay. We'll show you. You'll see.
As we start to, I guess, I would assume we're gonna head back down, but I would want to turn back to Zai and go, like, get closer and just go, like, don't do anything stupid. Seriously.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well,
Down we go.
why don't we jump back over to our business partners?
Oh yes, business, money business.
Business, numbers, let's go.
Get that recipe, y'all!
Line go
Yeah.
up, line go up, line go up.
After signing the
Stocks.
agreement, he would start going through the process. Very detailed of precise measurements, timings, temperatures, and would also explain how they now use a platinum alloy in their glass making. Makes it durable, it also makes it easier to cast, and is overall part of the integral process of how they can automate it so easily.
And conveniently does not mention also makes it bender proof, I assume. Just leaves that out of the equation.
I feel like him being an earthbender would probably know that platinum is not something you can bend. It is too pure a substance. Too pure a mineral.
That's a very platinum. That's a very expensive material. Certainly you could get away with using something less rare. Seems like, from my perspective, now why I do acknowledge that while I am a man of business, I do not have perfect knowledge of infrastructure or material acquisition. However, why? I understand that platinum is part of the process, but surely you could use something less refined, less expensive. Platinum is not a cheap substance, friend.
Platinum alloy And yes, it is expensive, which is why you're able to charge as much as we do for our service. We guarantee our work.
I'm very curious how you're able to find investors for such a thing. I know if I were in, well, I am in a position to invest in this company. From my perspective,
Yes.
from my perspective, it's a. It seems like you're hemorrhaging money. How were you ever able to get people on board with such exorbitance, such, I dare say, decadence?
Republic City is growing, my friend. By the day, it grows in number. That number comes with a price tag. Some may say that we're exploiting, but only those with the funds survive it.
And I suppose those who do not have the funds to survive it simply will lack glass in the future. Assuming it seems your ultimate goal is to do away with the old ways of.
Not at all. There are other glass producing facilities we have no part in. We have no intention of driving them out of business. We couldn't keep up with an entire city's worth of production.
I see. I apologize for misspeaking then. I misunderstood your intentions.
Not at all.
It has been coming more to my attention that Republic City behaves very more self-motivated when it comes to their business lines than I am used to.
Well, it's a unique place, for sure.
I am certainly seeing that, and I thank you for informing me of your operation.
And
I will of course have to run some things by my accountant
right.
by my people, but
I look forward to hearing from you again.
Yes, and you certainly will. I feel there's something we can do to cut those costs from, again, I have a hard time wrapping my head around using such a rare material in such a banal way. I understand it is your process, it is what the people pay for, but Kim, certainly with your knowledge and expertise, we could find a suitable replacement, perhaps, that would work with their process and also allow them to cut down on costs. So everyone profits more. But that is, as you said, a conversation for another day and something that my staff, will talk about. And hopefully you'll be willing to perhaps come to further agreements.
I'm happy to listen. Especially once we become partners, then by all means, we will be just that. Partners. Equals.
And assuming that things work out on my end with my finances, I look forward to that as well. And I will stand on his cane and extend a hand.
Absolutely takes it.
Thank you for your time, Feng Shang. I do think it's a good enough time as any to take our leave. Wouldn't you say, Kim?
Yes. I will.
Your companions still haven't returned from their tour. Perhaps we could.
I mean simply to abscond from the meeting and reconvene.
Perhaps you could give us a demonstration of your style of glass bending.
Again,
I would love to.
yes, with respect,
I would need quite a lot of space.
Well, with respect, Feng Sei, I've said it before and I will reiterate it. My staff are not performance analysts.
Oh, no. Not at all.
And a demonstration can certainly be in order after we establish whether or not a partnership can be arisen. Time is of the essence, you see. I do not want to dawdle on theatrics. I would. Can I
Understand.
roll? Oh, do I have to roll for a plead for that one or? No. Okay. We're good. Okay.
He doesn't care that much.
Okay. Fair enough.
Well, in the middle of day talking, I would grab a little piece of paper out from like whatever pockets I have, scribble down some contact information, and the address to my friend who's in town, and just slide it and be like, I would also love personally to have a separate venture. If you have anything you wish to send it there. I will pick it up eventually. Very busy lately.
Of course. Just like gesture towards the door. Why don't we go check on your companions?
Yes. Let's do
Yes,
so.
yes.
Rich, the two of you in the catwalk make your way back down. Heading back to Ember, or are you headed towards the lobby?
Lobby?
Yeah,
Ember?
I think
Lobby.
so.
Yeah.
We got it. We got 10 minutes. We have to
We
get
need to find
something.
out. Yeah, find out the stuff. Let's get to the lobby.
Yeah.
Hope that they're there.
Which leaves Ember all alone.
Yo, three-way party split. Even better than two-way.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm here for it.
Ember, as you have your hand kind of close to the machinery, close to the furnace, and that heat is mixing with your own natural ability to command fire. Until it starts to get hotter and almost too hot, which shouldn't be happening. You have the ability to literally command an inferno at your fingertips, but just the heat from this furnace is starting to burn.
Oh my gosh.
Is this like? I feel like he would know. Is this like I've been close to fire? Because I'm like not immune to it. Like, am I close to it for too long, or is this like about to blow type of thing?
It's like your own internal flame that would keep you safe from something like this is starting to flicker, or there's something interfering with it.
I'm gonna pull my hand back and look at it, and like he's basically trying to make the first thing he knows on his mind is like, is this thing about to explode? Like that's what he's looking at. Does it look like it's like having
Nothing's
some
changed.
difficulties
Oh.
maintaining itself?
Everything all
And then
right?
He looks at. I am going to use a move here.
Nice.
Oh!
Yeah.
It's one of the basic moves. I'm just gonna rely on my skills and training. I'm trying to gain a new insight on this person to see if they are the cause of this.
Don't you have a move that
Weird.
lets you like size someone up?
Yes, it does. Yes, I do. You know what? I will use that one. Why not? The more options, the merrier. Here, I'm gonna do it. I'm rolling with focus, judging arrival. It's not bad. Okay, so that is a fun 11.
Ooh,
Nice.
judging
So I get to ask
arrival.
2 of these questions.
Yeah.
So the first question is, what do you intend to do next? And the second one is, oh, go ahead.
Her next move very much depends on. She's very reactionary at the moment, kind of waiting and sizing you up, kind of in return, but is almost like anticipating something is gonna happen.
The next question is, how can I show you dominance?
to go become one of those streams real quick.
A
Okay.
snap!
Ooh, it's already hot.
By proving that you don't need your bending.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
so it's gonna be a fist fight now.
Oh, it's a good sponsor.
At that point, he's just gonna say, taking note of this sudden weirdness from his fire, is going to look at her and say, non-benders and benders have something in common. The fact that any person, no matter what they can and can't do naturally, can be resourceful. I've seen it. I walk around with people who are. I've never met a bender who thought they were better than someone else simply because they could control a little water or flame.
I have. And I'm gonna bend the point that I have from your failed roll. I just need you to absolutely just let loose with your fire bending. Just in whatever way
Whoa.
your fire would just explode from you. There's just a moment of uncontrolled bending. What would that look like?
So the first thing that would happen is that he would start steaming. He's like a furnace style of the way he bends, so his body's like a furnace in and of itself. So he would start steaming, and you'd see steam coming off of his body, rising up, and it's slowly getting hotter. And then you'd see like the blue licks of flame surrounding his clothes. Probably start to singe him a little bit too. And then there'd be I imagine it would spew from his mouth. Like it start off like he think he has to burp, and then he's like, and he realizing points his head upward, and there's a large spout of blue flame that just comes from him.
Immediately, water just starts raining down from above you.
Sprinkler system.
Fire suppression system in a factory that is superheated constantly would be very important. But even as the two of you sprint your way back to the lobby, finding that Kim and Day are currently having a very pleasant chat, kind of headed your direction. The four of you meet in time to hear that alarm go off. The entire place start to just rain down water.
I thought we had 10 minutes.
Uh,
Sorry, I don't want to cut our tour short, but
No, it
What
seems
is-
there's a.
what is happening back there?
Well, I will.
I will
Where
shrug
is?
and start running again.
Yeah, where is Ember?
Yes,
back
we're-
in the
Missing one.
with Mia. We had to use the bathroom. They had bad.
So sorry, but I do need you to evacuate immediately. Cannot be in this
Yes.
factory. Could be some kind of meltdown. Please.
Yes, of course. You will be
I'm-
you'll be hearing from me shortly. And Day is just going to like spin and just kind of corral people like under his breath, kind of be like, "What did you do?" Just walking.
I'm gonna look at Faye. I'm gonna be like, we can't leave
No, we
here.
can't.
Sai's gonna fucking blow the place up.
It's
What are you
amazing because
talking
I'm
about?
already gone.
Yeah, they came from-
It was like, yeah, we're going.
yeah.
Mayari, can you find out what we've learned? Maybe I can, whatever's going on, maybe I can fix it, disarm it, or something.
Yeah,
I know.
you go. I'll meet up
Yeah.
with you.
Okay.
Why don't you-
I'm gonna turn to Day and basically start going, what did you find out? What did you find out?
Look, we have to evacuate. What part of that is
No.
unclear?
Day, you don't understand. We can't fully evacuate. Faye's gonna do his thing. We need to talk. And as we start kind of walking out.
We're gonna talk outside. You can actually see like Day is actually kind of losing his cool in this moment. Like, okay, we're gonna go outside and we're going to talk. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Hussein
Faye's
has,
gonna
of
look
course,
over-
turned and is like walked
Yeah.
back towards the factory.
Okay. All right, and Faye, Faye, have you fucked off at this point? Are you out? Like,
Yeah, my intention is to run towards where I last saw
You're-
Zai.
You're running behind Hussein.
Okay, great.
outside now, outside.
Three of you are headed out.
Well, before we fully exit, does it seem like these doors are gonna lock behind us? Like, is that locked down? Okay.
It doesn't look
that-
like
that
this
will be a-
part of the building has much security, unlike the factory part, which has a lot of security.
Great. Then yeah, I would go with wherever Day was comfortable so that I could then.
Well,
As we exit the factory, Day is going to deep breath. Mayari,
Yes.
what happened?
Okay. So, here's the thing. I'm kind of out of breath right now. I'm gonna try to explain it as quick as I can. We were in the factory. Ember was getting heated with Mia about stuff, about benders and non-benders and factory and out of job. And Faye and I saw in above their movement fast. We go up, pretend that Faye's sick, diarrhea. Go up. Zai is there.
Zai.
Zai is there. Glass blade. Zai ready to the whole thing. Just go. And we're like, no, stop. We're working on it. We're gonna find the recipe. Slow your roll. And Zai's like, 10 minutes. And then we left, and then sprinkler alarm. So
Where?
we have less
Where?
than 10
Mayari,
in the
Mayari.
yes.
You're here?
Yes. Yeah. Ah.
Where is Zai? One
In
question at a time. Where
the
is Zai?
top of in the factory, love, in the high part of the factory,
Where is Ember?
on the low part of the factory.
Why did you tell Faye to go back into a factory that you know has a chance of burning to the ground?
Because we have less than 10 minutes to have Zai not do that. So Faye needs to tell Zai to hold off, and I need to get the message to
And what
Faye.
if he can't find Zai in time? And
Zai said-
Zai goes on with his plan, Mayari.
Well, we will
Faye,
pop back in there and grab Faye. And
Faye
Ember.
is very excitable. Faye is very easy to latch onto things. You need to tell him when you're talking to him safe plans. If we're evacuating, we are evacuating. Now we have
Okay,
Faye.
you are wasting time! Day, you're wasting time! And I'm gonna full on shake Day and go, okay, here's the thing. I need you to tell me what you learned so I can go back in and tell Faye what's going on so that Faye can tell Zai and we can get the fuck out of here.
Oh yes, so now we can have multiple people in a burning down a factory.
No, Zai cannot blow down the factory if we can get the information to Zai on time.
And where is Zai? Do you know exactly where he is? They
Yes,
could give you a
up at the
location to
top!
me.
Up at the
yes,
top!
yes, up at the. That could be anything, Mayari.
What did you learn about the glass?
there's like 6 or 7 people that have started to like come up to stare at what's causing this alarm and are just watching the two of you.
What did you
Mate.
learn about the glass?
I know why it cannot be bent. It is made with platinum, and I'm going to go about encouraging them to change the recipe to something bendable.
Goodbye. And I'm going to bolt back into the building to try to get that to Faye and Sai
Well,
immediately.
Ember,
Yes.
would you roll another 2d6 for me?
Oh,
Is
no!
that what this is for?
I hate this.
Oh
I hate
no.
This. I hate this.
Now I understand what's going on. It's a 6.
It's worse knowing.
Even as
Six.
Mia is like clearly getting into what is some brawling stance, she has some knowledge of self defense. Whatever control you can usually exhibit over your element, over your firebending, is just out the. If we were
I
to
think
escalate the violence at the moment, what would that look
Oh, God.
so I think there's a moment where he spews it out his mouth upwards, and then he closes his mouth and falls to the ground, and is like on his knees, and is kind of like trying to hold it in, which I feel like is making it worse and building up more inside of him. He tries to get get away as he like explodes, like just from in all directions from his body, just blue flame.
Okay, as you're kind of like slipping onto the factory floor behind Faison, you would see Ember on the ground just absolutely erupting into flame. And Mia's still just standing there, just absolutely staring him down.
He's definitely trying. I don't know how well he gets it out, but he's definitely trying to like scream to everybody to run away, get away, as he's just exploding, quite literally.
Faye is going to run towards Ember. I mean, I imagine like with everything laid out, it's clear that Ember is the source of this and not like some other apparatus. And Faye is gonna run up and say, "What's going on? What are you doing?"
Get back! Get everybody! Oh God, it's happening again! And then more flame out of his mouth.
Mia, what is... As Faison kind of just ignores the fact that you followed him in here, and is now actively starting to back away from this scene. Faye, being one that is so knowledgeable about the more technical side of inventions and weaponry at the moment, you would see that as Mia is kind of still just like kind of standing down, but still in a very defensive posture. There is bits of metal you can see under her finely pressed outfit. Weaponry that's just barely visible as her arms kind of sway. She's clearly ready to do what's necessary.
Okay, I'm gonna run in between Ember and Mia, and I'm gonna look at her for a second and say, "What did you do?"
Move.
No. This is the Avatar, and I'm not gonna let you attack him.
I feel like we can jump into some initiative.
Oh no!
Oh no. Oh no.
Immediately dissolved any actual tension there was with that one line.
Was Kim able to get there? That's the question.
I would say
Oh,
that
Kim's
Kim is
running for the
close enough.
office.
Yeah.
Oh, Kim's running for the office?
Yeah.
If you want to, you could.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing
Um,
right now.
So,
Respect.
way that combat works in Avatar Legends is that you all determine whether you are using defend and maneuver, advance and attack, or evade and observe. And then we go in order of which one you choose, with defend and maneuver being first, advance and attack being second, and then evade and observe last. There are technically two combatants if you consider Ember to be a foe at the moment.
Ooh. Ooh.
All right.
So, is anyone using defend and maneuver?
Yes.
Yes.
I think I am. If I can.
I have a special maneuver for Ember.
Oh, fun.
Oh my gosh.
If you would like to act normally, I would need you to inflict a condition onto a nearby ally.
Ooh.
Otherwise, you will continue to cascade out of control. This will buy you a temporary reprieve.
No. No. I will not.
I will let you know before you make your decision that if you opt not to, then you will simply cause one fatigue to everyone in the scene.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
As you just continue to just explode into fire.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I'll do the condition.
All right.
I feel like there's a better choice now.
Do you want to choose someone? Does anyone willingly want to take it?
Yeah, I'm like right there.
I was gonna, Faye.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to say, I think at this case, like, just to expand the scene a little bit, after Mayari rushes back into the building, Dai, still visibly fuming at this whole situation, can Dai take the angry condition in order to satisfy
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Snap.
Dai
Just-
is going to just everything is falling apart. There was a plan. We were sticking to the plan. Now everything is falling apart, and Dai is not able to keep
Ooh.
things together, and he's just wigging out. He's wigging out, and he's storming back in after Mayari.
Oh,
Faye.
sorry, Day.
Okay, would you say that this has kind of shattered your carefully crafted plan?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
So goodness. Shoot.
Damn it, Zai.
Isn't that if, like, any member of the plan purposely diverted from the plan? Because, like, Ember didn't purposely start bursting into
purposefully,
uncontrollable
but-
flames.
I leave this up to Faye if
I'll-
you feel like
I'll take
suddenly
it.
your carefully crafted plan is just gone
Look.
out the window.
Yeah. It's a condition, right?
It's a condition.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen in that situation. I imagine, and this is perfect. It's like my actions here going right next to the ball of fire right now. I'm gonna be foolish. I'm taking the foolish condition right now because I'm just like, all right, we're trying our best. We're gonna do our best. I'm just gonna stand here and face off against someone who could do this to Ember, and I'm also going to feel guilty because I in the course of trying to make this plan, trying to do all this, I left him alone, and
Only
maybe
you'd
if
been
we were
there.
here, he would have been fine.
Well, with that in mind, Ember, you can act normally this round. So, and I think we had 3 people that were using defend and maneuver.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So why don't we just go down the line? We'll start with Mayari.
I'm gonna use I suppose I should roll with focus first. 6, 7, 8. That's an 8. And I'm going to seize a position. I'm gonna try to basically move the rest of the way I need to get as far as I can into that space.
Sprinting your way through the lobby, just slamming into the factory doors, seeing this scene, and just sprinting towards it. So you
Do I
can
see?
engage or disengage with a foe, which technically Ember could be considered a foe at the moment, or also
Okay.
Mia could be a foe.
Okay. Establish a danger. Establish an advantageous position or escape the scene. So, so I see Ember, and I think Mayari stops seeing Ember so out of control and is like frightened for a moment. Just like takes stops her onward run, and then tries to take that breath, trying to emulate Day in this moment. And I want to establish an advantageous position by starting to go up the stairs, so that if I need to, I can turn back and deal with what's happening on the ground, or if I need to, I can continue up to Zai.
Perfect. Faye.
All
Between a
right,
rock and a
let's
hard
see-
place.
Let's see how this roll's gonna go. Oh my gosh, I'm hoping for the best.
You got this.
Oh no, that's a 6. Oh!
So you can shift your balance away from center and still use a basic technique.
Okay. Okay. I'm not at center anymore.
So you'll continue
Um,
down whatever path you're already headed towards.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm shifting towards confidence of like just staying here, just being like, yeah, we can.
Like,
we
I can do
handle
this. I can take down a rampaging
can make it out of
firebender
here.
and whatever the hell
Yeah.
Mia is.
Whatever
Right.
that is.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So in this case, goodness. What I would like to do is I'd like to steal myself. I'd like to choose the retaliate. Essentially, like I'm gonna be ready because I'm afraid that if she attacks Ember, I mean he's holding it in. He's doing his best. I'm ready in this position to try to take whatever she dishes out in the hopes that maybe Ember will be able to regain control and not blow us all away.
Gotcha. Okay. Ember, there's just a moment where your fiery anger is shifted somewhere else. Who knows where it went? They knows where it went, but you have no clue, and you can think clearly for just a moment.
I think Ember is. I feel like he's still struggling to like hold in his fire. So he stands up, kind of like a grimace on his face, kind of like furrowed brow, and just kind of like in feeling as if everybody's against him at the moment. He just stands up, and I'm gonna roll focus because I'm gonna decide if I can do this or not. So that would be 7.
7.
So it's a success, I believe.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So
it's a basic or master
I-
technique.
he stands up and he sort of shifts his feet into a defensive stance, and I'm gonna take my steady stance as he kind of like raises up and then settles down with like a breath, and I feel like a bit of blue flame comes out in the same breath, and he just is looking at everybody suspiciously.
Well, that brings us to advance and attack.
Oh, I was using defend
Oh,
order as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry. So first things first. I am Day is determined to get everything back on track. He is not going to let this opportunity slip away because people can't stick with the plan.
You are suddenly
Uh,
just absolutely filled with an anger that isn't typically
Yes.
yours.
Yes, so I am using the move Can't Knock Me Down, which I just got.
Oh
Um,
snap!
When
Did
I'm
you
engaged
roll
in
your
com-
focus?
Well, so I'm not rolling focus, and here's why. Because what this move does. When I'm engaged in combat with superior opposition and openly refuse to back down or flee, I can roll with harmony for defended maneuver. But I cannot choose to escape the scene for the rest of this conflict.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Day
He's
cool.
is
committed.
in it.
Committed.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll with harmony for this defended maneuver.
Yeah.
And that is going to be an 11.
Yeah.
So I get a bunch of stuff, right? That's a master or...
You can mark one fatigue to use a learn technique. You can use a practice technique or 2 different basic or master
Ooh,
techniques.
2 basics. That's perfect. So first, seize a position. Day is storming his way through this facility down to where the factory is and encountering the madness that is occurring
Mhm.
downstairs.
You're all
Seeing that
soaking wet, by the way. There's
Oh,
still
by the
water
way.
pouring down.
Seeing that Ember is currently on fire and actively looks like he's freaking out, Day runs toward him, taking off his robe that is soaking wet at this point, and just tosses it on Ember, trying to stamp out the flames. This is going to be an attempt to use Ready. I mark a fatigue to ready myself in the environment, assigning or clearing a fictionally appropriate status of nearby characters or myself. I don't know if this counts as a negative status, but I'm going to mark that fatigue and help contribute to the fire going on.
I will say that for the next round, Ember won't have to choose to give someone a condition.
Woo! Nice.
Nice.
Helping.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was Day is trying to open his mouth to find some words of comfort, but it's just he's aggressively being helpful right now.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like even though the fire gets put out, he's still hot because he's steaming. He's like a furnace.
Oh,
so he
absolutely.
can fight. So he's like,
Day is uncomfy.
Tim, you are the only one outside with a increasingly gathering crowd staring at this spectacle. Are you also using Defend a Maneuver? Or are you just not
no,
part of this? You're just I don't know these people.
I'm not a part of any of the combat and stuff. I was heading towards the office in the factory.
Okay.
My first goal in this is to take my business book and just quickly scribble the recipe.
The
so
door
we have that.
The door is locked, but there's a lot going on right now.
Get in there.
How would you like to get through this locked door?
I don't want it to be super obvious that I'm breaking into this office.
Well, if it burns down, then it won't matter.
True. I'll burn it down.
Secret firebender.
yeah.
So, what would
That's
you like
the
to
secret
do?
was?
Just use your glass bending, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Is there a window to this I could just smash
there's a
out?
small window, yeah.
Is this window their special glass or is it normal glass?
Guess we'll find out.
I guess we will. I am going to roll to try and glass bend to this.
You've seen the technique, you've seen the
Let's
stance
go.
and the movements. Let's I feel like that falls under push your luck. I'm gonna throw a -1 on.
Okay.
rolling with your passion.
Roll it twice. 8 minus 1, 7.
With a success. Because you did succeed at your roll earlier. Your powers cannot cascade, but as you go to use your bending, I do need you to mark a point of fatigue. As you just seem to have to fight through some barrier before your bending kind of comes online.
And also, since I have now successfully glass bend, could I add that to my techniques list?
Successfully is certainly a word. I don't know if it applies here.
I got the job done.
It's more of like kind of just punching towards the glass, and it kind of wavers a little, and you do it again and again, and it's kind of bending until that last punch. It's full on just punching the glass, and the entire thing just explodes out, hovers in the air for just a moment, and then crashes.
I could have just broken the glass at that point. That would have been so much easier.
But this was cooler.
Yeah.
No one else saw it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Really
tell
cool.
nobody. This secret dies with me.
Hey everyone, I'm Toph now, by the way. Okay, cool, bye.
But yeah, you're able to
In
get
case you
into the
didn't know.
office and just start flipping through the paperwork. Well, that brings us to attacking. NPCs, they can use a number of techniques equal to 1 plus their balance rating. So, we're going to use Smash onto Faye.
All right.
Oh wait, no. That's destroy or destabilize something in the environment. No, we're just gonna use strike onto Faye. Like
Okay.
as your attention is split between your ally and her, just this sweeping kick comes like straight for your chest.
Ugh.
And she is gonna mark a fatigue. And cause you to take 2 fatigue.
Okay. I've got my retaliate up,
Ew.
so I'll inflict one on to her. I imagine that maybe like when she struck me in the chest, she didn't realize that I've been smuggling this sweet helmet for so long. Just like ping.
I don't know exactly how this interacts within the rules, but she has a built-in retaliate.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh goodness.
As that sweeping kick comes around and just connects with metal, even as she's reeling, another kick just kind of using that momentum to sweep around the other side and just catch you like at the base of the knee.
Wait,
Oh,
does
goodness. Wait,
this goes infinite, you realize?
are we infiniting each other?
That's why I said I don't know.
Fast punches, just back and forth.
Yeah, because I
I'm
mean,
gonna say
what was
it's-
it written? It goes fatigue, 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 fatigue.
I'm gonna say it's
and then
once per and then stops.
Okay.
Okay.
That would
Maybe.
be
Oh my
funny
goodness.
That,
if they
okay,
just
that would
had
have
their
been a
own little
hilarious
battle
end to the scene.
Yeah, because it's like
in
each
the
time
middle
before
of
we
this
take
whole thing.
fatigue.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
destroying all the gadgets I have hidden in the room.
Okay, that's
Hey,
hilarious.
I have a question.
A total of 3 fatigue.
Okay.
I love this visual of my just like flurry of blowsing Faye, and every time she punches just hits something hard. Ow, 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 ow.
Back and forth.
That's so good.
Everyone sits
It's
down,
so
drinks some
funny.
tea. It's gonna be a while.
We're gonna pressure. We're gonna pressure Ember. Basically, just putting herself between you and the exit so that, Ember, you cannot choose defend and maneuver. Next turn.
We'll say, from steady stance, any foes who choose engage with me. This was actually my question. I don't know if it applies
Mhm.
if they attacked Faye instead of me. It just says engage with you. So I don't know if that just means if we're all fighting each other or if it's like specifically against me.
That would be if
Any foe who
someone
engage with me-
sees a position to enter the fight and engage with you.
Okay. So it says any foes engage with you who choose to advance and attack. This exchange must mark 1 fatigue.
Oh, yeah.
And I can negate the first condition or negative status inflicted on me in this exchange. So
She
does-
would
does that-
retaliate, but you would negate it.
Snap.
Cool beans.
And she is rapidly filling up on her fatigue.
That's the exciting. All right, my
You
turn
got
to
it.
attack, and I'm almost dead. Cool, great, thanks.
Seeing that Day is actively trying to help out, she's going to throw a strike over to you. You can either mark 2 fatigue, mark a condition, or shift your balance away from center.
You
Alright, cool.
activate your retaliate.
Yeah, pretty much
Everyone
retaliate.
else has.
You've activated my trap.
I'm going
Game like
to
that.
shift my balance away from center
Hmm.
towards leadership because
Love it.
Day is currently realizing, at least in his head, that if he does not get a handle on this himself personally, then all of this is going to just go to hell.
Absolutely. There's
Absolutely it is.
I mean, look
One-
at Ember. Ember's literally just like a fire fountain right now.
Yeah.
there's
It's a great
one
time.
other foe.
Hmm.
Is it Zai?
Is
Oh,
it Zai? Is
Oh,
it
hey,
Zai?
Zai, how's it going,
Zai,
bud?
what'd you
Oh my
do? I'm almost to you.
Zai's, Zai's like,
It hasn't been 10
I'm ready
minutes.
for this
Uh,
action too.
They
Minutes.
are going to evade and observe. They're gonna hinder Ember. We're gonna inflict trapped. As your own
No.
bending is just keeping you from physically operating. So you must mark a combination of 3 conditions or fatigue if you want to. And then we're gonna test your balance and use that to shift balance further.
Fun. All right, so I think I'm gonna take 3 conditions.
That's only if you try to escape.
Oh, okay. Oh, got it. I was like, to move, I gotta do this. Okay, got it.
And then they're going to shift your balance, just causing that fire inside you to continue to rage unchecked, emotions just absolutely just burning through your mind. How
I
you
am
looking?
I'm at the end.
At the end.
One more shift. One more shift, and I've lost it.
Brings us to the top of the next exchange. Anyone going with defend and maneuver?
Oh gosh.
Yes.
I guess question. Like if I plan on trying to talk with Zai in this moment, where does that kind of fall? Like if
Zai's
I'm gonna
about
run up.
15 feet above you, so
So seize a position, like continue movement.
you
or-
are within the area. You don't have to seize the position. You're close enough to just have that conversation.
Okay. So I can do something in addition to
Mhm.
having that conversation. Okay. Great. Then I will Okay, good to know. I will not defend and maneuver then.
Sounds like Hey, might be the only defender maneuver we have.
I
Alright.
think so.
Yeah.
What you got?
Okay, let's see. Come on. Come on. I wanted more experience, but not like this. Oh my gosh! That's an 11!
Nice.
Nice.
That's 2
Then-
actions then.
Mark a fatigue to use a learn technique, or use a principal technique, or 2 different basic or master techniques.
Okay. Okay. First off, I'd like to since Mia had like shifted over to try to block the path.
Mhm.
I'd like to move to re-engage so that I'm continued to stay in that position where it's like
Okay.
I'm just trying to make sure that like we've got I know that Day is really good at this sort of thing. So I'm trusting in Day, and Faye is just gonna keep like first move forward so that she's focused on Faye, and then
Basically
go
moving to forcibly cause her to disengage from Ember and Day.
right, like I just want to be in front.
You want to be the sole target.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Great. And then okay. Ugh. I'm going to set up retaliate again. I'm going to be like, okay, what other versions of Zwok do I have? I'm going to adjust based on the angle she attacks.
I mean, as she does strike you, there's like sparks of your own technology colliding with her technology, which is obviously kind of like being amplified through the falling water. But yeah, that brings us to advance and attack.
Okay.
Yo.
With Ember, we have Bayari. Let's start off with Ember.
All right. I'm gonna roll first.
Passion.
That is a 7.
Good
Plus
enough. A basic or master technique.
So Ember, because he can't rely on it right now because it's too wild, is not going to use his bending.
I mean, you could. Sure, it's fine.
Assuming me is close enough, I'm going to strike.
He is no longer engaged with you.
Oh, okay. There we are. I'm going to choose to then pressure.
Okay.
And I'm going to choose to impress.
Oh snap!
So what can't Mia do next round?
Mia cannot choose to advance an attack.
Okay. You just are continuing to get to your feet, just fighting through this. And it is a spectacle of steam just absolutely just washing off of you. Fire still just shooting out in spurts. Alright. Anyone else? Mayari was back in advance.
Well, so I thought maybe this would be pressure, but I don't know that I would count Zai as a foe, so I think it might actually be more or hinder and evade and observe. But
Okay.
essentially, yeah, so I think I'll
It moved down
hold
to
on
evade and observe.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kim, you are still flipping through papers. Day. Sorry, Day. Are you
Oh,
evade
I
and
was
observe?
evading it.